you ever had that feeling that if you left your business, even for a weekend, that those clients that you don't currently have would try and get into your business, and then you wouldn't be there and something horribly would go wrong and they just wouldn't be there anymore? Well, today I'm going to give you a surefire way that's counterintuitive to grow your number of transactions. This is Greg Pentecost with Getting-Grow, making it a great day. When I was a new agent in this business, I literally thought that if I left my business for a moment that something horrible would happen. And therefore, like, I didn't travel and I didn't do any of the things that, kind of we've become accustomed to. And then I had people like, come on, you got to come with us. At least come to the conference. They're talking about, the brokerage, the franchise conference. And they're like, you have to do it. It's like, trust me, it'll be the best thing for your business. And I didn't understand what they were talking about. But then my fear happened. Like, I know I'm going to this conference, and all of a sudden I get these phone calls like, hey, Greg, we'd like to buy or sell. I'm like, hey, do you need to do that now, or can you wait a few weeks? No, it's cool. We'll make it happen. But when you get back, give us a call. And I was like freaking out the whole time I was gone. And my friends were like, it's totally cool. And they're like, yeah, so what are you doing next week? Because we're going over here. And I'm like, you're not getting back to your business? They're like, no. And I go back, I take care of my 1 or 2 transactions. And they're like, no, come on, you got to come to this next thing we're doing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I took a week. They're like, no, you got to come. But don't just take a week, take an additional week. And do something else. And I'm like, how can I leave my business for so long? And guess what? Same thing would happen. And so here I am totally freaking out. I'd be like, hey, I've got these transactions. They're like, yeah, you do. What are you going to do about them? And I'm like, ooh. And every time it happened, every time I'd go to a conference or I'd go somewhere and do something, I'd always get people that would call me. Now, I can't explain this sorcery. I can't explain the magic behind it. But I do know that my friends were guiding me to a truism in real estate. And that is that when you go ahead and you plan a vacation, you plan in absence from your business, that your clients will come. Now, thinking about it today, what I think about is I think about the whole, nature abhors a vacuum. So as you plan to leave your business for a little while, this business that you've established, as you plan to exit it for a short time, something's going to get sucked into it. And those are the clients. Nature abhors a vacuum. So as you leave, people will come. When I would commit to only 1 week, I'd get 1 or 2 people. As I'd commit to 2 or 3 weeks, I'd get 4 or 5 people. I know agents who actually base their transaction schedules around their vacations. They're like, we're taking a vacation here, so we'll have 2 or 3 transactions here. We're taking a vacation here. And literally, as I started learning about this, I was finding out that the top agents would schedule 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 transactions every year. Not worried about it. They knew that the transactions would come into their business. So if you'd love to go ahead and work with this cosmic voodoo magic source, and I don't know what it is, I do know that it works, because every time I plan to go out of town, I got business. So if you'd like to work with that, you'd like to have transactions that just magically appear on your doorstep, wanting you to go somewhere, wanting you to take their buyers or sellers to work with them, then follow these steps. First things first, choose something that you want to do. Something that's fun. Okay, now it doesn't need to be anything, you don't need to necessarily travel anywhere extraordinary. It might just be like a staycation at a hotel near you. It might be going to something that's nearby. It might be a personal development weekend. Or maybe you want to go ahead, you've been meaning to do something, you're going to take off for a little while. Whatever it is, choose that one thing that you're going to do. Next, commit to it. Your hotel, your transportation, whatever other accommodations you need to make, so that you can take this trip, go ahead and plan them, commit to them, commit to doing it. And the next thing is continue to call your sphere. Continue to stay in touch with them. Let them be happy for you that you're going to go do this. Because trust me, if you keep it a secret, nature may not know that there's going to be a vacuum. So just go ahead. You don't need to brag about it, but It is part of your life. It is part of what's going on. Continue to connect with your sphere. And then after that, the last step, step 4, just be open to the opportunities that are coming to you. Now, there's a couple of unique things that come from this. Number 1 is that I have yet to have had any transaction that I couldn't handle even with being gone. I've either, if somebody needed something immediately, I've been able to find other agents to support me while I was away. And usually there's not a whole lot going on, or if there was, it was always worthwhile. Or 2, the clients were more than happy, okay, to wait till I got back. And 2, there's another little thing. The people that I know who are the most successful in business, okay, are the ones who've learned how to run their business while they're not there. Now, that's a topic for a whole nother conversation. But trust in the universe. Nature abhors a vacuum. And so as you plan to leave, it's going to suck people right into it to fill it, to take up your space that you're vacating. Now, once again, plan it, commit to it, continue to connect with your sphere, and then go ahead and be open to whatever nature brings you. Now, if you'd like and what I'd love to do is I'd love to hear your comments about applying this rule, because I know that there are tons of agents out there who know this rule. Do you do it consciously? What have you seen from it, and how has it worked for you? So go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. And if you'd like a free productivity planner so that you can make sure that you are contacting your sphere, make sure that you are making the arrangements to go on your vacations, go ahead and you'll find a link to that free tool in the description box below. With that, this is Greg Pentecost with Getting to Escrow. Go and make it a great day.